Right. The log problem seems to be fixed. My keyboard is, touch wood, behaving itself. So now it is time to try and sort out what I think is going to be a disaster up here, to be honest. I'm not convinced it's going to go well, but we won't know until we get a Badtide, will we? So, oh, that's definitely not going to go well if you can't put one of them on the edge of the map. Okay, we can do that for starters. That's going to be operating off sensor 2, which switches on when it detects bad water out there. So when that's detected bad water, we want that open and that closed. And there's no way there's going to be enough space in there to get it all through and fire it out. So I'm going to have to think of something. I don't think you can put a... No, you can't put a platform over that. I was going to try and cap that, so all the bad water just stays compressed in there until it can go out, but I'm not completely sure how I'm going to do that. Maybe I have got an idea. Hang on, lads, I've got a great idea. If we take the contamination barriers off, and what I might be able to do, how much science have I got? 8.3 thousand science. And if I do, didn't I used to have? I used to have a little thing. Yeah, phrasing, if you watch Archer. You used to have a thing where you could put one of them in and then put a levy in the gap and block it off, like underneath it. And for the life of me, I can't find it. I would have thought it would have been in there. No, 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 no. No. Oh, no, no. I don't know where that's gone. It's just disappeared off the face of the earth. Clearly not going to be tunneling, is it? Well, that scuppers that cunning plan then, doesn't it? As that's gone completely AWOL. I'll have to check my mods list, because I know I used to have one, and I just don't know where it is. I mean, housing, storage. Let's have a look. Mods. No, 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 mods, no. Yeah, overhang levy. So where the hell is it? It's there and it's active and I don't know where it is. Oh, started this one off in a very special way, haven't I? Ah, there we go. I'm not an idiot, I promise. I know I come across as one sometimes, but I'm not. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that and then put them under there and under there and under there. We probably want another one over there, don't we? Just to really cap it in. That. Now, if I stick impermeable floors over the top of it, then I wonder if, when the Badtide hits and all the automation stuff works, whether that'll open. Can I get one of them in there? Yeah, so fully seal it in. So when the Badtide hits, that opens and it all fires out here, but it stays compressed in there. It doesn't go spilling off everywhere. That is probably still going to knacker me for contamination though. Maybe I didn't want them as Earth. Maybe my original plan was bad. Okay, rethinking it. Bad water control part 3, even though we never really finished part 2 because we had a special moment. That bodes well for the series of this I'm planning on hard mode with the iron teeth, doesn't it? That's definitely going to go well. Not sure when that's going to go up yet, but you should probably keep an eye out for it. How far down can we blow? Can we turn it? I wonder. Turn it all into levees to stop the contamination, or is that just going to knacker me? Oh, I don't know. Let's just take that level out for now. We can always drop another one, depending on how I think it's going to go. I mean, with any luck, we won't have a Badtide showing up for a while anyway, so... Right. Don't quite know what my end point's going to be for this series. Maybe... What have we got up here? 87, 81 beavers. Just push it as far as I can in terms of population until everyone starts dying, or have a population target. I don't know. There needs to be a sensible end point, doesn't there? Why are we flooding? What's happening? Have I messed something up here? Oh, it's receding now. So the short version is, yes, I probably did mess something up here. I just don't know what it is. And as it's all receded and normal plants are fine, I'm not going to worry about it. Come on, little beavers, get me last 2 dynamites in. Don't think this is going to work. I think I'd have to blow it down for absolutely miles to stop, and levy it back up to stop the contamination getting through. Blah, 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 blah. Bye 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 bye. Yeah. Alright, so kill that. And we'll kill that for now. Do you know what? I thought for a second I had a terrain block on top of a contamination barrier and I was about to get very excited, but no, it's not going to work like that. That would be way too easy. Alright then. Alright. Kill that, kill that. Where's my dynamite? And then we're gonna... I don't really know. Double that. Double that. Delete that. Single that to get to the same level. Double that. Single that. And then we should have a level amount of terrain completely surrounding that water source. I don't quite know why it's all pouring out. Perhaps I just need to send it all that way for the time being. Because we can't store any water up here anyway, so there's no point having that closed. A little bit of flooding we can live with, can't we? Poor berries, flooded. It's not going to be flooded in a week, that'll soon be down here, out here, and over the back of the map. That's not a problem. Not a problem. I've had many problems in this game, but that is not one of them. We can detonate that. Go on, hammer away. There you go. I don't really know if I want to detonate that or not. I suppose I can always rebuild it if it goes horribly wrong, can't I? I mean, it's not like everyone's going to die on super easy mode, is it? Not with all the food stash and the thousands of water. It's just not going to be a problem. We got those. I was going to say grenades then. We got those dynamites in, didn't we? Let's blow them out. I don't think I wanted a doubler on that, did I? I think I only wanted singles if I'm trying to level it out. Single dynamites, in you go. Ah, no, I am legitimately an idiot. I actually did want doubles there. Ignore that, you saw nothing. I definitely didn't do anything wrong there. It's all okay. All is well. Right, just while I'm thinking about it, did we get any cattail roots? We did get cattail roots, which means I can bang a couple of those in there and get them doing cattail flour. So I can build up a stash of this stuff and then get some bread going and some maple pastries and cattail crackers and what have you, and then hopefully get every available food stuff available for my beavers and make them very happy indeed. Because they're very food motivated apparently, a bit like my old cat. Alright. I mean, do we want to go further? We could just keep going further. We will eventually run out of water until I build that back up though. And we can't easily get over to it to do it. Although, I mean, it's 3 wide, so if I ran an overhang up the middle, they can drop it off the edges. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, take that out. Do that super quick for me. Because then we're going to want a big old thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's convenient. Oh, it's going to be a 6, isn't it? Come on, little beaver. There you go. No, that is what I wanted. Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Spirally staircasey thing in there. Because that should be within range of that path to the point where I don't have to path up to it and over it. And we are going to remember where we put our dynamite. We're going to blow all of that out again. This might be overkill, to be perfectly honest, but I've never tried it before, so we'll give it a bash. Learn something new and all that. Once my little beavers wake up and get on with it. Oh, we've got a drought coming in less than a day anyway. Probably not the ideal time to be running out of water, but with 3,000 stashed, the beavers will survive even if the plants don't. Right, why aren't you doing what I want you to be doing? That, get on with that, quick, come on. Yeah, you stand there on top of your forester's lodge doing nothing. Come on builders, crack on. Got a feeling I might need more baby beavers. Let's whack another one of them in as well. Come on, hurry up. I clearly don't have enough builders either, do I? Come on, what are you waiting for? The log solution. The log solution. The log problem has a solution. You can get on with it now. Promise you. Anytime today. Or any time in the imminently approaching morning. I mean, that'll do as well. If you want to hurry yourselves up, I wouldn't be complaining. Right, have my water pumpers stopped? No, that one has not. So let's get the standard settings in on that. And then remember to manually pause it because it hasn't triggered the drought start thing, because we're through it already. So if you do that when the drought's already started, it doesn't know. Yeah, come on, we've got plenty of everything. I mean, it's not cheap, but we're not short of any of it. So yeah, shift on, little lads. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Gotta tell them that, or they'll just get miserable and sulk. Which is probably about as crazy as talking to my car or my PC, but do both of those things as well. I suspect I'm not the only one. Oh, come on. More builders. Give me more builders. Let's make that the next highest priority. I mean, I don't think the builders are even doing anything else. That's probably the order they'd have built this stuff in anyway. But it makes me feel better to have the priorities in, so that's what I'm going to do. And you know what I've done as well, don't you? I forgot to start my episode timer like an idiot. So we'll start that now and see how far we get. Can't remember how long I've been going for. Must be at least sort of 5 or 6 minutes or something by this point. But we'll crack on. We can see what length video we end up with. I don't know how many more easy mode episodes there are going to be. I will find an end point at some point. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, 3-day drought. I didn't realise that was a 3-day drought. Lots. All my cattail's going to die. All my spadderdock's going to die. Berries will survive. Trees will survive. Carrot's going to die. Oh, I might get away with sunflowers, but the carrots are going to die. Oh well. That's definitely not a massive mistake of my own making at all, is it? I absolutely, definitely should not have done all of that when I did it. Whoops. Oh dear. Look at all that. I hope the food stash lasts long enough for us to recover from that, because starvation, colony death on easy would be deeply humiliating. No laughing at the back, shut your face. Why aren't we doing anything here? We've got explosives. Have we run out of extract? No, we haven't run out of extract. So why aren't you doing what you should be doing? Oh, some of you are. Maybe we whack that like that. I really don't understand why they're not using that. Maybe I do need to path up to it for them to use it. I mean, I wouldn't have thought I would, but it's not some silly level or something, and I've made a massive rookie error. No, it is. Yeah, it's definitely on the right level. I mean, I can tell it's on the right level by the fact they've built it. Wake up, get your brain fired, man. Yeah. Perhaps I need to... Did I prioritise that? Oh yeah, of course it's done. I see. Every time I fiddle with the layer tool, I end up thinking, well, that's not built or that's gone missing. Yeah. Everybody's dead, Dave.
Everybody's dead, Dave.
Oh, good lord, everything's dead. Everything and absolutely everything. Look at the state of that. That is a dead map. I'm sure I can come back from that. I don't... Yeah, still got 2,000 food. I mean, I think we'll be fine while all that regrows. Can't believe I did that. Well, no, that's a lie. I absolutely can believe I did that, because it's very much the sort of thing I would do. Oh, no, I want to wait till they're in to detonate it. It's more satisfying that way. Or at least I think it is. I don't know if you think it is. If we're pushing the bad water over the side, we can get rid of them. Turn them into levees to beef it up a bit. Just one more to go. Ah, yes, we may not survive the drought because we may not get any water down here for a minute or two. Oh, this may have been a proper disaster. Alright, that's as far down as I'm prepared to go. So, pause it. Levees. Right to the back. Everywhere. Everything, everywhere. Except for there. Because that needs to be fill valves wherever they are. There they are. That needs to be fill valves. Of course, we can't put a fill valve over that overhang, but we can get to it now. Or, yeah, okay, fine. Because what they can do is they can run around here, drop it down, build it up, and then access all of this stuff just by running over it and get it built. Not the greatest way in the world of doing it, but it's how we're going to do it, because that's how I've decided I'm going to do it. I'm definitely not just making it up as I go along. That's going out there. And then we're going like that, and like that, and all the way down here. And remind me what I was doing. Yes, that's what I was doing. I was doing 3x3 metal platform. Oh, they're raised up, aren't they? I'm not convinced overhang levees go under them. I'll have to experiment with that at some point. And then we're going like that. And then we're getting one in there. There. And around here and all the way up there. Here and here. And here and here. With impermeable floors on the top. And that is going to be connected to that. If that's switched off and there's no pollution, then it's closed. If that's switched on and there is pollution, then it's open. And they should still be configured the other way around. Oh no, they're not, because of course I moved them, didn't I? So if that's off, they're open. If it's on, they're closed. I think I've got that the right way around, but I'll find out soon enough. We'll have to get another one of them up the top, because they won't be able to run around and do things up there otherwise. Alright. And this one needs to be super duper priority because everything's dying down the bottom. Build all of that. Do nothing else. Just build all of this. I don't know if it would work from the top down. It would have worked from the top down. I could have saved myself a few seconds there. Oh well, now I know. Build all of that as fast as you can. Fast, 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 fast. Speedy, speedy, speedy. Might even knock a couple out of there. Oh, blimey, got no builders. That would be why. Oh, God. I probably want another one of them in. In you go. Yeah, just do that whenever you're ready. Did anybody go in here? Yeah, they did. I'm probably not too fussed about having all of them on the go at the moment, because I know we're not short of wheat flour, and we're not in a huge rush to get cattail flour in. What else can I pause? We definitely don't want 10 people in there. Let's hack a load of them out. That get me some more builders. Got me 2 more builders. Well, that's better than a kick in the delicates, isn't it? Yeah, they'll be doing building as well. I cut anybody else out from anywhere? Yes, because I've got 1,000 dirt, so I don't need 2 people in there. Don't need 4 people in there. That must have got me some more builders. Yeah, it did. Oh yes, 5 builders now. Right. I suppose what I can do now is set up a wee time lapse while we watch that build down there, and hopefully over top all of this and re-irrigate everything. God, I hope that works. Right. Wish me luck while we sit and watch. Yay! We've got water going back through the river. My word. I might even end this little series on this episode just as soon as all that gets built and I know if it works or not. Because I'm sure we can do more entertaining things on hard mode, and by entertaining I mean if I can screw up this badly on easy, how well do you think hard mode's gonna go? Think about that for a second. Contemplating diving back into Rimworld as well, because I've got a lot of time in that, but the last time I played it, it was just after an update and I had so many mods on that hadn't been updated. The whole thing was just a disaster and refused to work. And as I lost my favourite, I say lost my favourite save, my favourite save was broken and I still haven't managed to fix it. I quite fancy going back into it. Now they've released 1.6 and I've got a few of my favourite essential mods plumbed in for 1.6. And it does work and I've got a good starting map. Might do that. But I'm not going to be knocking one of those out every day because that's going to take more free time than even I have at the moment, and I am properly flush for free time. But that's a thing I might do that might be coming. But it'll be a hard mode run on Timberborn for the time being, I think. Just as soon as I know whether this little plan is actually going to work, because I'm desperate to know, absolutely desperate to know. And of course he's not going to replant any of these trees, which is academic though, because we weren't cutting them down anyway. All of these need replanting, don't they? Are you going to get out and replant them? Because I'm pretty sure all of them died, so you must have been replanting them. Oh yes. Well done. That's what we want you to do. So why aren't you doing that then? Maybe I need to put that on. Yes, I do need to put that on. For what it's worth, I might as well get him doing something instead of sat there with his you-know-what doing you-know-what. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do it. I believe in you. It's taken you, I don't know how many days. In fact, it's taken so long, you can probably measure it in cycles, but... I mean, I could have solved that crisis anyway, just with a bit of TNT and tinkering, but I thought, no, you know what? We're not entirely fussed about having a massively good run on this map, because I did originally start playing it just as a test run, as a sighter, and then kind of got into it. So if we have to knock it on the head and go do something more interesting instead, then that's what we shall do. So we shall finish the experiment and then call it a day at the end of episode 11, however long this ends up being. Although I reckon probably about 15 15 or 20 minutes of it's going to end up being time lapse because that took so long, because we only had these trees marked for cutting and they're oaks, so they take ages. About halfway through I just had to turn all these pines onto a tree cutting area as well, just to try and speed things up a bit. At least this stuff will come back in. The birches might prove useful. They are not going to grow to the point of being a viable supply before this episode's done, I think. It was fun though, I've enjoyed it. Entertaining little series, learned a lot. Learned a little bit about Timberborn and a lot about DaVinci Resolve and Affinity, which was why I started doing this in the first place, because every new episode I do I learn a little bit something else about Resolve, and it's good fun. It's nice to get the old noodle working properly again. As much as it ever does work properly, because I mean you've seen this series for yourself, so it clearly doesn't work very well at some points, but oh well, what are you going to do? What else was going in over here? Pines, isn't it? They might be useful. They might come to my rescue at some point. We didn't get anywhere near draining all the water. We didn't even take all the food down. They don't eat a lot on easy, do they? If I'd have gone that long without a food supply on hard, everybody would be dead. In theory that should be a lesson for my hard mode run, but I bet you it isn't going to be. Okay, well, should we sink into another little time lapse, or we just wait for this damn thing to get finally built? Yeah, go on, let's turn off the display and get the old VHS fast forward effect going. Alright, we can't quite test the theory yet, because for some reason I didn't build them in the correct order and now can't get to these. So we're going to have to go up and over the top. Oh no, we need a ladder. Yeah, copy that. Up and over there. Over there, down there. And I think I can platform in front of those, which should mean they can get to them. So now we've just got to sink back into the time lapse for a second. Oh, unless they throw them together quite quickly. No, might throw them together quickly. I mean, I'm wondering how long it's going to take for a Badtide to show up once I've even done this, but I'm determined to know. I have to know if this works or not. Was the interminable drought caused by my own terrible engineering actually worth the experiment, is the question. The question I desperately need answered. Come on, trees, come on. Do lots of growing, and then beavers can do lots of chopping. And then we can do a fast forward zoomy cut, whatever you want to call it, to the Badtide or whenever that may be. Maybe I should pause me plankers and gears and what have you. I probably should have done that about half an hour ago really, but the thought's only just occurred to me, so we'll do it now. Another planker in. Have I got another planker in somewhere? 3 plankers, gears. Oh yeah, another gear workshop. You can stop. You can stop using logs as well. Might speed the process up a touch. Definitely should have done that ages ago, but as I've been saying throughout this series, we live and we learn. Or hopefully we learn. Hopefully we live. I mean, you know. Oh, now you decide you want to start building them from the top. Couldn't build them from the top before, could ya? Damn you, beavers. Damn you! At least it's getting done, that's the main thing. That's the main thing. How are we surviving that drought? Yeah, nobody's surviving that drought. We only struggle with droughts when some idiot completely cuts off the water source for Lord knows how many days. I'm going to do a dumb thing like that. Wouldn't catch me doing that, would you? No. I'll definitely never do that. Tumty tumty tum. Innocent whistling and all that jazz. Come on, you've got to be nearly done by now. 2 more logs. There we go. We're in. We're done. The experiment can begin. We just have to wait for a Badtide. And I have no idea how frequent they are on casual. Maybe once we've got that in, we'll zap that back up. Yeah, about 0.9 for now, because we don't want to top it out over there. Once that is in, I'll fill them up and create a little tiny reservoir here, and then I shall let it run through and cut to a Badtide, because then you lot will get to see whether this ridiculous construction that took me the thick end of forever to build actually does what I need it to do. See, I've taken the contamination barriers out. Whether these oaks and these pines survive will be the test of whether that does what I want it to do. But we're just going to have to wait what I presume will be quite a long time to get a Badtide. But I'll do a little cut for that. You won't have to sit and wait for like 5 cycles and whatever it is to get the next one. I won't make you watch all that. It's not going to be that interesting really. Turn that back up to 1.9. And we're topping over there, yeah. That's good. They're still wide open and doing their thing and sending water out. So what we're doing now is we're going to zoom in on that, let the colony do its thing because it's pretty much self-sustaining at the moment, and then await a Badtide. Now, do you know what? We're going to do a bit of cheating. Shift Alt Z opens dev mode apparently, which somehow means, although I don't quite know where it is, that we can kick off a Badtide. Oh my god, I can't see that. Type to filter. Let me do a bit more interneting. Press 8 apparently in dev mode. Skips to next season, so I can just... There we go. Right. Thank you, dev mode. Now it was what? Shift Alt Z to take it back out, and we know that it. Tell me it works. Tell me it works. It works. Oh my god, it works. Ha ha ha. I made an enormous mistake and caused an enormous drought. But if I had planned it better, we'd have got away with it and it would have worked. Ah, glorious. Oh, that's made me happy. Happy Ash is happy. Yes, yes he is. I'm going to run that, just run that through to the end of the Badtide and just make sure it all kicks in the right way around the other way. And then I shall be a happy man and end the series. Because I've learned some stuff and hopefully you've learned some stuff, and it can all be implemented in the hard mode run that I'm going to start. At least that's the idea anyway. Yeah, I think that was not a bad run for my first time in a while. That went quite well, really. That's a fun little map, that. Entertaining. My hard mode run is going to be on a small map. Not quite as small as that, but it's still going to be small because it strikes me as more of a challenge having a good run on a tiny map because you haven't got space to expand into, and you've got to think about going up rather than out. You know, it's literally adds a new dimension. X, Y, Z axis and all that. Nearly there. What is it? Half a day to go. So why is that still doing? Okay, I'm a bit confused now. What have I done wrong here then? Why is that still on? I don't quite understand. Because there doesn't appear to be any contamination in that whatsoever. Okay, so you've just got to adjust the percentage limit depending, I guess. As soon as I bumped the percentage limit up, it went, oh yes, that water's fine, let's send it out and close that. So it does work. With a minor bit of setting adjustment, it does work. Right, fabulous. Done and dusted. And we ended up with that, which I'm quite pleased with, really. So yeah, there we go. Season 1, which was initially meant to be just a test of me learning how to do things and actually ended up making it out into the wild, is now done and dusted. It has been an absolute pleasure. I have really enjoyed doing this, which is why I'm going to crack on and do some more of it. And hopefully some of you, at least a handful of you maybe, have been entertained enough to stick around. Cheers, bye, etc.